Wow, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter on Nintendo Switch is probably one of the best looking games on the platform. I mean, just look at this. It's incredible. And this is, like, honestly more of an open world experience, so I'm really impressed that the Switch is able to handle such a graphically intensive game. Now, of course, this isn't an action-packed game that's going to have a lot of crazy movement or crazy, like, particle effects or anything, so it does make a bit more sense that they were able to get this game specifically running on Switch, but either way, my god did it impress me. So anyway, if you haven't heard of The Vanishing of Ethan Carter, this game is a first-person story-driven mystery game that pretty much focuses entirely on exploration and discovery. Like I said, there's no combat or explosions of any type. It's an adventure puzzler type game. And honestly, it doesn't really tell you much going into it, and it doesn't hold your hands. So it's really up to you to walk around the environments and look for things, get clues, try and figure out what happened in this town. And first off, what leads you to Red Creek Valley is your character is a detective, and he receives a disturbing letter from a kid named Ethan Carter. And when he gets there, things are immediately worse than he imagined. Now, I played the game originally on PS4 from beginning to end, and I thought it was a lot of fun. And honestly, I'm not that big a fan of walking simulators, but one that is able to keep me intrigued, you know it's telling an interesting story. One of the hardest things a developer can achieve is offering a sense of mystery while simultaneously keeping the player engaged. Sometimes being very subtle with storytelling doesn't work out, but the world, sound design, and attention to detail in the game are so incredibly well done that you're likely to be engaged with the game from beginning to end like I was. So basically, there are different segments throughout this open world that you're supposed to go to and find out what happened there and do whatever puzzles are necessary. Sometimes this includes investigating dead bodies, trying to figure out what had happened in an area, or even doing puzzles that don't really make sense in real life, but they do in the context of the story. As you'll see in this section of the game, you're supposed to rebuild this house so that all the rooms are in the right places, but the game doesn't really give you much hints on how to build it. It's up to you to search the environments and figure it out. But one side note on the Switch version, the game actually did crash for me here, which I did capture so you can see right now. That was pretty unfortunate, but luckily the game autosaved right before I entered the house. I was worried that it was going to start me all the way back at the beginning, but no, there is autosave, so that is nice. Throughout the game, you'll explore and interact with the beautiful yet ominous world of Red Creek Valley, which, after doing some research, I discovered that they built this world using photogrammetry technology that allows for nearly photorealistic environments, which is why this game looks so damn good. Now, if you follow my reviews, you know I don't really like diving deep into story details. I love whenever games are a mystery when jumping into it, because that's how I like experiencing games, but I will say, there is a lot of weird story moments, stuff you would not expect in this world at all, which I thought was actually really cool. And I honestly think the game is best when you're not looking up any answers to the puzzles or what you're supposed to do. I think just learning it all through the world and through the environments is the best way to go. But that's all I really have to say about this game. This is more of an off-the-cuff review, just throwing my thoughts out there on The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I cannot believe this game runs and looks so good on Nintendo Switch, minus where it crashed on me, but that was during a section of the game where it has to load rooms like fairly quickly, and that's the only section of the game that's like that. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and maybe even that notifications bell if you're feeling generous. I'll talk to you guys later.